Hi, I'm Mr. Frog. For a while now, I've been heavily interested in the Ultimate Iron Man game mode. With this in mind, I wanted to set myself a new challenge. Using standard UIM rules, I want to acquire one of the coolest pets in the game, the Amulet. But there's a catch. In addition to these rules, I will also not be allowed to leave the island of Zeah. This means I will have to obtain all of my gear, stats, and supplies in the local areas. Can it be done? Welcome to Overzealous.
We're all sorted. The only thing that's left now is to find a crop circle and get hunting. Hopefully, this doesn't take too long. Last time I did this, I think it took me 20 minutes to find a crop circle, but the time before that, it took me like 5 seconds, so who knows? Okay, so we're having a bit of an issue here. As you can see by the inventory, it is completely and utterly clogged with stuff. I've been here for about 3 hours. Obviously my in-game time is not relative to that because I've been hopping worlds looking for Implings. We have used a grand total of, if I can switch to my inventory anytime soon, I wanted to start the hot worlds and then switch to it, but apparently I didn't get that chance. 242 dark lures. Now bearing in mind a lot of these I've managed to catch without using dark lures. So we have actually caught more than that in Nature Implings. I've not had a single Torstal drop. It is not my day today. I was hoping to at least have some by this point, because I'm starting a stream very soon. I don't really want to stream Puro. It annoys me enough as it is. It's not too bad with the Dark Lure, as I said before, it's okay, but I really don't want to be doing it on stream. So, I think, I'm just going to call it quits here. You can see how much stuff we've got. Obviously, I've been catching magpies as well, and that is why we have a whole load of rune warhammers and some rune squares and a dragon dagger. Just whenever I see them, I've been grabbing them as well. This is going to allow me to sell these off for some more money. Again, anyone who's wondering why I have a gourmet impling just sitting here, that is because if one of these guys gets to you, they will release your lowest tier impling, and it's just in case I catch like a dragon impling or something, and I don't want it to be released, they will release this instead. So it just works out a lot easier for me. We're just going to open that though so I can store the jar, or not, because the jar is gone. Ah, what an annoyance. Anyway, let's store up the stuff that we have. I still had a jar generator on me, which by the way only has 25 charges left. I've used most of this and again haven't had any Torstal drops from Nature Implings at all while being out here. We do still have 2 Torstals though. We have one here and one in the depth storage. So I think the plan right now is actually just to take a brief break from doing Puro. I will come back in the future and do it, but today it just feels like I'm not getting anything. So I'm going to try again in a couple of days. Like I said, I've still got 2 Torstals to run with, so we shouldn't be needing to worry about that too much. I want to sell off all of this stuff. I'm simply going to sell it to the general store. I guess I could go and Alkit actually, because I am going to switch back to regular spellbook anyway. And honestly, I don't know why I do this. So if I just do this, I can just teleport straight to the altar, right? And switch my my spellbook back. Wow, I'm really disorientated. I'm not used to using this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the Dark Altar, change spellbook. We're going to alch all of these items. We should get plenty of money from it. I also got some black Dragonhide, which I think I'm going to hold on to, so that when I get the level to make the Dragonhide for ranged, I'll be able to just make it, and I won't have to go hunt down anymore. I don't want to have to do that in the future anyway. And yeah, that's pretty much the plan for that. I'm just going to turn all of this on. So yeah, we've got all of this stuff. Some more bolts as well. Oh, I really should do that. I'm going to make these into bolts as well. I just need to figure out what I'm actually doing. Yeah, I'm going to sort out all this inventory, but I think the next goal for now is to move on to red dragons, get started with that, maybe kill a few thousand of them, and then go back to Puro to get myself some more Torstals. Honestly, I just can't bother to do any more Puro today. I know I should grind out the whole thing in one go, but I really cannot be bothered. Right, so we did go ahead and make all the bolts, but right now I need some cosmics to enchant them, and there's 2 ways I could do this. I could either hunt down gangs, or I could kill undead druids, and quite honestly I might as well just kill the undead druids and clear out some of this storage, because right now we've got stuff like summer pies and all of this absolute random stuff in here, and we're going to be in the 4th dungeon anyway. Also give me the earth runes, some law runes, blood runes, whatever I need to enchant the rest of these bolts, and then I'll finally be able to crack on with red dragons. So I'm going to take out everything except for the stand potions, because I'm going to be leaving these in here, and that one as well. Gonna try my best not to die, because dying while doing this would absolutely suck. but we do want to try and stack up the stamina still. So let's sort out all of this, and we'll head over to the Fourth dungeon. Right, hello druids. It has been a while. Preferably not going to die to you this time. For some reason my attack options are on right click. I think that's from where I was thieving before. We'll put that back onto left click where available. And we're actually going to be doing this on long range. My auto retaliate is off. There we go. We're going to be doing this on long range, mainly because I don't really need the range XP. Sorry, I was really confused as to why I was walking around. I don't really need the range XP as much as I need the defense XP. So it's going to be a bit slower to do, but also when I kill the red dragons, I will be doing this as well, so that we can get ourselves a chunk of defense levels without having to worry too much about it. I've got to kill a certain amount of these anyway. I might as well get myself useful XP, rather than worrying too much about getting 99 range super quick, because it's going to happen. Regardless of what I do, I'm going to end up getting 99 range. So, we are going to kill these, and probably until I get some cosmic runes, to be honest, because in reality, I can just go get the earth runes from Arceus. It's not too big of a deal. And we'll be able to enchant these and get ourselves some more invent spaces ready for red dragons. Finally, we got ourselves the cosmic runes. That took way more kills than I thought it was going to. In fact, do you know what? I can't even complain. That's dead on drop rate. I'm not even going to say finally. Forget everything I just said. I've also just realised I've had mud runes drop, and I could have just kept them as earth runes. Completely forget about combination runes. But I'm going to kill this one and see if we can get some earth or mud runes from this, which will save me some trouble. I wouldn't have to go and get the earth runes for the diamond bolts. If not, I mean, I could just go and buy it from Arceus. It's not terribly annoying. But yeah, we've got to go dead on the drop rate. I did get a temple page as well. I didn't pick it up because I didn't see it. It's in my drop logs though. Come on, kill it, kill it, kill it. Of course I'm hitting nothing now. There we go. Right, do we get anything that's going to help me enchant this? Probably not. A Ranar seed. That's annoying, sort of. Anyway, I'm going to go get the earth runes. We're going to finish up with these bolts. Probably going to do a farm run just so I can get rid of odd seeds that I have. And what have we got in here actually? Yeah, some awkward seeds. Anyway, yeah, gotta go plant this and stuff and whatnot, and we should finally be ready for red dragons. At the moment, all I've got in the dev storage is stams and a Torstal, which means if I die, it's really annoying for the pool, but everything else is fine because everything else is on me. So we shouldn't have to worry too much about that. But I'm gonna do my best not to die. Don't know how well that's gonna go. We'll have to see. Alright, so the inventory is entirely a mess. This will be sorted out in a few days. Like I said, I've still got to go back to Puro and finish that up. But until then, I just want to do some red dragon kills and just see how it goes. I kind of ran out of lore runes while enchanting the diamond bolts, so that's why we've got a bit of a mess here. But they do drop lore runes, so there is a fair chance that I could get the rest of them dropped from red dragons, which is what I'm hoping on. And then I can finally clear out all of my stuff. These guys don't attack me anymore, which is really nice. So we should be able to just go ahead and kill ourselves some red dragons. And I'm going to be putting this on long range, like I said before. We'll get ourselves some defense levels in the meantime. I'm really not in any rush to get the last 4 range levels to get to 99. It will happen in due time, and the defense levels are just very valuable. So let's hope for some lore runes. Lore runes on the second kill. What an absolute win. I have got an absolute chaotic inventory here, so I'm trying to just get all this used and cleared up, but I will sort out these final bolts. I'm going to run out of cosmics as well, but I'm probably going to drop the last 2 bolts because it's not a big deal. We should be able to go ahead and just finish off these. Run out of cosmics, just drop the last 2 because I really don't care. Drop the last of the earth runes as well. Also drop my needle over here, so I need to get that. But we'll be able to clear up this space in our inventory and do this a little bit more efficiently than before. I'm kind of looking forward to being able to do this with my inventory fully sorted, but that's not for a few days yet, so we'll have to see how we go from here. Alright, so we've been getting red dragons for a while. We did do quite a bit of XP. No levels at the moment, but there is one thing I want to quickly do as soon as I got myself a tattered sun page. This is something that I've wanted to do for a while, and I put it off because I needed 40 Slayer before I could use the XP. What I didn't quite realise is I could have done this at any point, really, without having to worry about it too much. But if you guys don't know, in the Fourth dungeon, you can go over and talk to this guy over here, and he will ask you for some food. Now, it doesn't actually matter what food you give him. He will take anything, and I've just gone and got myself some onions, because he seems to be happy with that. You have to give him 5 pieces, but obviously I only had 4 invent spaces, so it already did 4 pieces prior to this. and now I've got myself another one. So we're going to go and hand this in and get ourselves this done. There we go. He is fully healed now. Ask about the temple key. Oh, does he give me another one? Okay, that's completely useless, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, that's not why I'm here. Right, so if I talk to him and I ask about some information, I should be able to go and get myself some books, which allow me to put these pages in. Now, the nice thing about these books are that they hold the pages even if you lose them, whereas if I just simply drop the pages, I don't get them back, which is really nice for an ultimate, because what it means is every time I get a page, I can put it in a book and then get rid of the book, and, you know, just keep topping up the books, especially as you can get them right here in the Fortress dungeon. I'm not quite sure which options I have to choose, but I'm going to get the right options, and then we'll go ahead and grab ourselves the books. Side note, if you've seen Hot Fuzz, you'll understand this stupid reference here. Love it. Right, so I've gone through all the dialogue. We should be able to head back over to where the Chaos Druids are, or the Undead Druids, sorry, not quite Chaos Druids. And there are some bookshelves over there, so we should be able to get ourselves all 3 of the books that we need. As I said, right now I don't need all 3. I just want to demonstrate how to do it. There's 1 tome. Okay, so that's 1 tome in that corner. I guess each corner holds a different tome. We're going to assume. I mean, there's only 3 books, so I don't know what the last one holds, but we shall see. Okay, so there's just nothing in this corner. Fair enough. Right, so we have ourselves the 3 tomes. We do have a Tattered Sun page here, which I can put into the Sun book. But what should happen is if I add this to this book and take some damage from a druid because I'm an idiot, there we go. We should be able to check this, and we have 3 pages left. But if I destroy this and then go ahead and get another one, I'm not sure which corner it was in, but it should still have the page in it. If it doesn't, I'm going to look pretty stupid. I think it was this one up here. But we'll have to just see if it does actually retain it. So if we check it now, does it still have... Here we go. So it keeps the page that I put in it, which is amazing, because now I can go back over here to the Red Dragons, and instead of wasting my invent space with pages, we can just add them to the book whenever we get them, and then just destroy the tomes and then retrieve them later with the pages still in. So that's really convenient. We also did get ourselves 4 more lore runes from Red Dragons, and I'm going to keep them because I am going to need a lot of lore runes after I've done the Red Dragon grind to do construction. And honestly, I'm just starting the stack now. Why not? I'm going to need so many of them, so we do really need to work through that. And we also still haven't had a Jekyll random. However, we also haven't died, so we still have all of our stamps in the death storage, so at least there's that. For now, we haven't died. We'll have to see how this goes, but it is time to go back to killing red dragons. I really hate the click boxes around here, and we'll work on ourselves some range, defense, hit points, crafting, and prayer XP. Oh, and also, don't forget the magic. Quick interject of a recording here, because we are going to go ahead and alch this red DI'd body, and it's going to put this stack back into the green where we were before, and it's probably going to stay in the green for quite some time, at least until we do construction, at which point this stack is going to dwindle drastically, but it needs to be done. I've been collecting up some pages as well. The only really annoying thing about doing this is that I keep regaining aggro from the dragons, which I'm going to do again. And I keep actually getting close to dying when I'm picking up my loot a lot of the time. The only other alternative is just to hold them in my inventory, but then I have no space for anything else, and it's just so inconvenient. I mean, yes, I'm playing Ultimate Iron Man, that's kind of the point, I understand. But it's like minor inconvenience, which is like the worst kind of inconvenience, because if it's like a major inconvenience, I can understand the game mode, and that's basically how it's supposed to work, but when it's those small little things, they really do get under your skin. But we're going to go ahead and destroy this book. Before I do, though, we need 2 more pages in this one. I don't know how we're doing on the others. I'm pretty sure they drop based on what you're missing, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So we should be able to finish up all of these pretty soon. I'm only going to be doing this for like another few hours, so I might not have it finished by the time I finish here. But I will be going back to Puro. And once I've collected all the toadstools, I'm actually going to spend a bunch of time doing farming and getting loads of herbs ready, and then I'll probably clear out stuff like the Harrowlanders and the Avantos and everything like that, which will allow us to have more space when we go for the full grind. We won't have the death runes, we won't have any of that stuff, and then hopefully over time I'll be able to get the stamps, I'll be able to get rid of the torso as well, and then I'll have a lot more inventory space to work with, because right now it's an absolute pain. Right, I believe this is going to be the first book completed, and there we go. that is the first completed book. I am going to be destroying it like I always do, though, until we finish off the other 2 books, and then I'll be able to take these out, and we'll be able to go and get ourselves our XP from it. And then I won't have to collect the pages anymore. I can continue to collect them for 1k coins each page, but with the way I'm going to be managing my inventory, it's just so inconvenient and just not worth it. Even though they stack, it's another 3 inventory spaces wasted, which is like probably like a fifth of what I'm going to have anyway. So I really don't want to be clogging up my inventory with other stuff, and I don't think I need the money all that bad. They don't drop them that frequently enough for it to be worth it. I'd probably only make like 100k from it in the end, and let's face it, 100k is nothing when you're considering we're in like the tens of millions here. It's just inconvenient. It's quite simply how it's put. Yeah, I'm going to be staying here for a little bit longer. I'll probably stay here until I finish all the books, to be honest, because I only need 2 more pages to finish off the other 2 books, and then we'll probably move on to Puro Puro.